Hey, what's up? This is Level With Me. This is my show where I play through games and try to talk about the level design and environment art and what I think is going on. Um, Welcome to all the people who read the Polygon write-up about me and about this show. If you're joining us for the first time, right now we are about like 75% of the way through Half-Life 2, I think. In a chapter called Anti-Citizen 1. So let's load that up real quick. Which save? I think I'll load this one. Just drop that for a second. So we just got through a section where it was like a lot of combat and stuff. We were fighting a lot of squad type combine soldier enemies, and then we took a teleport back to the city where we first started, and it's kind of echoing a lot of themes from Half-Life 1, where when we return, where we encounter a location first and it's kind of like pristine, undamaged condition, and then we return and everything's just messed up and fucked up and stuff. So it's kind of echoing that theme here, something Valve really likes doing, revisiting locations in like different states. And now this time we get a different companion because Valve also likes mixing up set pieces and mixing up what's happening all the time. So we fought and shot stuff with Alex for a while, and now we're with this giant robot named Dog, who's kind of one of the standout stars of Half-Life 2, I guess, like the Wally of Half-Life 2. And I'm also accompanied by this wonderful little cactus here, who is my companion, I guess, for this duration. Let's see how far we can get with this cactus. I wonder if it actually like kills things. Oh well. Let's keep going. Well, first here, this is kind of an interesting section right here. Like a lot of no parking. I don't know if like a actual truck depot would have this many like no parking stencils here, but maybe they would. I don't know. What else? That's like the truck bumper. I wish they had. If you played the CS:GO version of Train, I think they have really nice like little truck stopper things right here, like big rubber things. Very interesting shapes. I kind of wish they splurged on detail a little bit and put some of those here. What's kind of distracting here, though, is that these lines, presumably where like a truck is supposed to back into, don't actually match up with these garage doors here. So that's kind of annoying to me a little bit. I wish they matched up more. But oh well. What else is going on here? Let's see. Oh, I like the shapes they have going on right here. Kind of reminds me more of like Team Fortress 2 a little bit, where you have like a pretty clean kind of brick going on here, and it's less about like the surface detail and the texture and more just about trying to let the shadows and like shapes do a lot of your work here. And that's kind of what makes this, I think, building more interesting, because you have yeah, just like all these subtle like indents and these subtle like pillars going on here. I mean, I like it, at least. What else is going on here? We have a dumpster. Nothing in this dumpster, just some bleach and milk cartons, which we've been seeing a lot throughout this game. I guess let's keep going here. One thing I'd like you to notice as we kind of go through this chapter, pay attention to where the fire is. This is something that Valve does a lot in Half-Life 2, where fire kind of signifies where you're supposed to go next. Fire's useful in that way for like communicating navigation, because it's like constantly moving. Like we see a lot of motion on our screen when we see that fire effect. But also, it's a different light color. It's orange, different from nothing else is orange within this field of view, right? So Yeah, I think fire's just a really useful like navigation wayfinding tool like that. Let's keep going here. Oh, it's weird that they have this fence. I wonder why there's this fence here. Oh no, there's dudes up ahead. But we're actually locked in by that van until Dog picks up that van and throws it at them. Oh my god. Oh wait, this is just like a scripted fight though. We're just supposed to like watch Dog do stuff. And then that's all animated, right? That's not AI, that's just a really good animator at Valve doing all that stuff. Oh, I wasted ammo when Dog was just gonna throw a tank at them. Oh well. What if I was there? What if I like ran over here? But I've gone smushed by that APC? I don't know, maybe. Oh, but I'm supposed to go over here, I guess, instead. But before we follow him, let's stay here for a little bit. You may remember this area from earlier in the game. This part of the game we saw when we were doing the whole rooftop chase. So the rooftop chase started here, and we had to run around here, or actually ran down here, walked on this platform, walked this way, walked over here, and then one of these windows over here was open. I think maybe this one? I don't remember. And then that's where we first meet Alex. So they're literally like reusing architecture from earlier in the game, which is convenient, right? That saves you a lot of work. Well, that saves you a lot of work if you do it in the right way, right? One common like workflow problem with this kind of thing where you have one pristine location and then one torn up or like ruined version of that location is that you might go to the ruined version like too fast, and then you might update the pristine version, and then to maintain consistency, now you have to propagate that change from your earlier version of the map into this later version of the map. And then that's just like really annoying to work with. If you've played any game with like any kind of like time travel mechanic, like Titanfall 2 has a time travel level, or Dishonored 2 also has a time travel level, that was probably like really annoying for them to deal with. There's a lot of pressure there to just make sure that first version of the level is perfect and you don't need to change it to minimize how much you have to fix up that second ruined version of the level. Let's keep going here. I like this scene too. Like I like just the contrast in shapes here is really good. Where here we have like human stuff is kind of boxy and actually really boring and kind of like monotonous here, and then you just have this like super interesting shape. Like just all these reminds me of a radiator kind of. Just all these different like flaps and folds here. It's just a much more interesting shape than this really boxy like industrial looking structure. In a way, we're almost glad that this like combined metal form is like consuming the city, because that makes the city kind of so much more interesting to look at. Otherwise, it's kind of boring and disappointing, I would say. The other kind of weird thing I think about this era of level design, where all these glass windows are like perfectly intact, because they're not real glass windows, right? This is just like a flat wall. It's not an actual glass thing I can like shoot and like destroy and stuff. So, you know, like if you're in a ruined city, I'm not sure if you've ever been in a ruined city or anything, but glass is pretty fragile and gets destroyed all the time. I mean, I haven't been in a ruined city, but based on the pictures I've seen, you know, very reliable sources. So it is kind of weird, like how this is supposed to be kind of this war-torn like city, and it still looks like actually like pretty clean and pretty nice. Like it looks better than like Brooklyn, I would say. But let's keep going here. Anything in the van? No. Oh, thank you. But now where do I go? Now I'm stuck here. Oh. Oh, he closed it off. Okay. Oh no! And then that's just like... That's so strange. I feel like... Oh, wow. Oh, ouch. Oh. I wanted to watch the animation complete and then it just killed me. Thanks. But it's strange how we like literally just saw Dog in action for like maybe like 1 minute of gameplay, and now Valve is already staging him and like moving him away, you know? So that's just, yeah, that's weird. That, you know, I feel like Valve is just like super impatient with that. I don't know, or like bored already with its own gameplay. I don't know. I mean, granted, that wasn't real gameplay, right? Like the Dog sequence we just encountered where Dog picked up the car and threw it, that was more like a scripted sequence. So maybe this was more Valve's way of saving themselves a lot more animation work built on that expectation that we would keep seeing Dog do all these amazing things where he's like destroying the environment and stuff. Oh, in the chat, Tin Kelp's asking, so the different thing about Half-Life 2 with these destroyed versions and not destroyed versions is that those are two separate map files, and in Titanfall 2 or Dishonored 2, it's actually within the same game world. Like literally, the ruined version is copied and pasted below the pristine version, and then to shift in time periods, you just teleport between the two spaces. And that's kind of true, but... Oh, there's a G-Man sighting. That's kind of true, but there's also an instance where you have to, like, someone has to go into that geometry and wreck it up and ruin it and stuff. So... Where am I supposed to go? To go in here? No. So, I mean, that's still, like, a lot of work that you want to avoid, I think. At least in my experience. Where do I go? Do I have to bump this? Do I have to pick up a crate? Oh, do I go through here? I guess I go through here. God, this is weird. It's, like, not really clear what I'm supposed to do at all. Okay. Oh, but they have to do it like this, so this is a one-way level drop, right? Actually kind of sloppy right here, kind of weird to have it like this. Where now I can't go backwards, so now Valve, now the level designer can unload all the previous level data to like save some memory, because now they know that I can't go backwards. Here, oh. And we come out in this building. Interesting. And then we've seen this playground before, right? Previously, we came from that end and then walked over here. Actually, no, we did walk into this building, right? And then, oh.
Gordon Freeman. And about time, too.
And now we have friends. Yay. And then this is where Half-Life 2 also introduces another mechanic. Like, now, we've already gone through like 2 or 3 sidekicks, and now we have a new, just totally like generic sidekick mechanic, where in the lower right of the screen, now you see I have a squad following HUD marker, and now I can kind of like command her to do stuff by pressing C.
Here goes.
And when I press C, she walks to where I pointed. And when I get more friends, I'll be able to command all of them together in unison too.
Lead on, Freeman.
Or after a while, she'll also start automatically following me. I think this is different from a lot of how like modern AAA, like 2017 squad games might do it, where they would actually maybe render like a actual HUD marker in the world. When I point somewhere and press C,
let's go.
In Half-Life 2, they don't even tell you like where you pointed really, or how the system understood you. And And that's kind of a very specific like dogma about realism. You'll notice that there's very few like HUD or UI projections in Half-Life 2 in general.
Lead on, Freeman.
And that's because, you know, they think that breaks realism, that breaks like immersion or something. So they avoid stuff like that. And again, notice the fire kind of leading us where we were supposed to go. I think we're supposed to go this way. Here. And then we go here. We had to climb this ladder right at the beginning of the game.
Whoops.
But thankfully we don't have to do that anymore.
You got it. You lead the way.
Oh yeah, in the chat, Tinkelp's also pointing out, yeah, it kind of does strain credibility, the idea that the makers of this suit, which according to like Half-Life lore, something was like a science suit, also has like a ballistics, like squad military, like management system built into it. That's kind of weird. But, you know, video games, refrigerator logic, we don't really care or question about it, I guess.
It is futile to cry for mother's milk when our true son...
Gordon Freeman, you're here.
Dr. Freeman? We're coming with you. With you here, Dr. Freeman, we can finally make some headway.
Oh, now we get a lot more friends. Yay. And look at how they're like all following me and stuff. Oh, it's great.
We'll help however we can, Doc.
Is that a ladder? No, these are just cables. One interesting thing, if you like,
Let us know where you want us, Dr. Freeman.
if you look in, I forget who, I think Joe Wintergreen tweeted something about this, how if you actually compare the versions of this Terminal Square level between the beginning of the game and this, like, in this current, like, ruined, war-torn version of the square, they actually, like, remodeled buildings and changed a lot of the architecture. So maybe that's in kind of an argument against what I was saying before about how it's kind of annoying how you have to keep the level consistent between the pristine version and the ruined version. Maybe, oh my god, what? Oh, that's kind of cool. I just like stayed here and then they popped out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that's kind of an argument that you have to maintain consistency because really the player won't even notice. Like, who cares, really, that this building is yellow instead of white, or that this storefront is now blue, whereas previously it was red, right? We won't notice or even care, really. So maybe you don't have to maintain consistency beyond like a few like landmarks, really.
Sorry, Freeman.
Is that the way I'm supposed to go? Let's try going here. No, I think this is all shut off. Oh, and then these windows are broken. Nice. Oh, and then this shut off. That's a shame. It would have been cool to go through the ruined train station, I think. You know, like ruined, like wrought iron always looks really nice, I feel like. Oh, excuse me, how polite. Okay, let's move on. Over here. I wonder what the trigger is for that door opening. Like, I just kind of stood here. I guess it was a simple, like, timed trigger. But I wonder why they time it like that. I guess the designers wanted you to, like, wander around and explore a little bit. Anyway, interesting. Or at least I think so.
Watch out for the hoppers! They're everywhere!
Oh no. So now I have to like clear the way for them, I guess. Because now Half-Life 2 introduces yet another mechanic, by the way. Where there are these little mines everywhere.
Don't waste the hoppers, Dr. Freeman. We can use them against the Combine.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So like the AI actually detected I was just picking them up and throwing them away.
Sorry.
So when you pick them up and replace them, they actually turn friendly. So that's kind of like a different mechanic here, where it's kind of getting you to explore
You can get
and
those
stuff.
hoppers up without setting them off. You can plant them wherever you want them.
But it's also like letting you kind of do this kind of mine mechanic, because there's actually no mine weapons inside. Uh-oh. There's no mine weapon in Half-Life 2, so this kind of has to serve as the mines.
Here goes.
What are they doing? Why aren't they dropping down?
Combine. Therefore, I say yes.
But yeah, I just feel like Half-Life 2 just has like so many different personalities. Is it like a horror kind of thing? Is it a squad shooter? What is it? Half-Life 2 kind of just tries to like be a crowd pleaser and try to like do a little bit of everything. Which is, some people think is good and some people think is bad. I don't know.
Fantastic.
Oh, and she picked up a better weapon. Nice. What's going on over here? Oh, more mines. Is this the way we're supposed to go? No, that's locked.
Excuse me. Hey, it's Freeman! You're not leaving without me.
Oh no. Oh, and then there's like more dudes like over there. That's kind of cool.
While I reload.
And now we get this kind of fun stuff where we're racing through all these different places. They're introducing all these new enemies and mechanics at us, right? Now it's not just mines. We just encountered these mine weapons like literally like 10 seconds ago, and already they're trying to mix it up and like trying to like now have these little drones fly by and drop these mines on us. So maybe they're respecting the player's time. Maybe it's insecurity on part of the game designer. I don't know.
This way, gang.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh, nothing. Oh, supply cache in here? Where? Oh. Nice.
Lead on, Freeman!
Oh, then they put an explosive barrel here, so I guess even if you just shot that explosive barrel, then that metal plate would have flown, and then you would see that little hatch there. In here. Oh, nothing. Shooting at me. Oh well, let's keep going. Oh, and then they hide these mines around the corner. That's kind of cool. And then mixing up all this gameplay and stuff, all these different little systems, with very convenient dumpsters for me to use. Oh, who is that? Who's shooting at me? Oh, someone in there. Oh no, someone died? That's sad. Let's go through here. Any supplies in here? Yeah, a few. And then, like, previously we just went through, like, these big open areas, and now we're fighting in these, like, alleys and courtyards. where it's kind of more cramped. Reminds me more of like the Ravenholm section earlier in this game. And I like how this is kind of like close quarters, like urban fighting now, kind of almost kind of like enemy at the gates a little bit, except without the sniping, I guess. What's going on? Anything else? I like the colors going on here too, like nice kind of like pastel, like muted pastels.
Excuse me.
You know, like all the colors, like we have our reds, we have our greens, we have our blues, we have our yellows right here, and oranges. It's kind of like a rainbow a little bit, but like a desaturated rainbow, because you know it's like a gritty rainbow, I guess.
Oops.
Go through here. Here's a level transition. Oh, and I love this wall. Like I feel like I don't see this combination of like green and yellow in games really that often. And it's kind of nice, I think. We also like stripes on wall textures because they kind of help things pop out. You might notice this a lot if you play like a lot of like Team Fortress 2 or CS:GO maps. There's often like paint swatches or stripes on walls because that helps you read silhouettes better, and that kind of helps us focus our attention into this like mid section right here.
Sorry, Freeman.
Meanwhile, all this negative space, all this yellow stuff up here, we kind of know we can kind of ignore that. There's nothing going to be there. But here, there's like a bold green stripe, and if we wanted to help the player even more, we might even have the stripe end right at like headshot level too, to kind of help the player measure where they should be looking all the time.
Oops.
Oh god, it's so cramped in here. Do I go up here? Oh my god.
Sorry, Freeman.
Oh, it's super cramped in here.
Say yes, I am a collaborator. We must all collaborate willingly. We expect to reap the benefits of unification. We shall.
And where we... Oh man, I love this. Weird that there's just a watermelon here, though. Like, I thought they don't really have to cook anymore. Like, we saw in the beginning of the game that their food were these, like, weird, like, ration packets that they would retrieve from the train station. It's weird, the idea that they would still have, like, fresh food or anything.
Sorry.
When they went to great pains to, like, script this whole other sequence where we understand... Oh, shut up. Where we understand, like... that they don't have like real food, and thus they don't need kitchens because it's like a military martial law kind of thing. But I guess that watermelon was also just like a fun video game Easter egg thing, so I don't know. Oh, I love that they have this closet here. If you want really good hall closets, play a Dishonored 2. The hall closets in that game are just gorgeous. Like, I love how it's like a different wallpaper too. They don't even reuse this wallpaper anywhere else in this area. This closet just gets its own wallpaper. That's how good of a closet it is. And that's totally the wallpaper you'd expect in this old kind of building too. And there's just like a single boot in here. Weird.
Sorry.
Anything in here? No. Okay, the bad thing about this level design, as cool and great how they're mixing up alleyways and cramped like tenement buildings and stuff, is that the AI is just always in our way, and it was just a pain in the ass probably to try to script the AI to try to unblock doorways and get out of the way. In particular, there's like a special entity you have to place in the level editor right in doorway thresholds to hint it as a doorway threshold so that the AI knows not to like linger in that doorway and to try to stay clear of it.
Let me get out of your way.
And then they're always apologizing too, which is interesting. It does make me forgive them, I guess. Oh, what's happening? Oh, all this stuff is happening. What's kind of cool is that when you shoot those drones and then they drop the mine, now you have like a second threat to deal with, because you actually can't shoot these mines. You have to pick them up. They're invincible because they're made of that same metal as like those black cloth structures we've been seeing around the map. So what do we do here? Oh, that's not the way we go. I guess we go this way. Oh, that's sad. Oh, ow. I just got burned by that fire. Ow.
Sorry.
Well, that's sad. Let's keep going. Isn't he already in our party, though? That guy and then that guy, they're like brothers or twins or something. I think Half-Life 2 only has like maybe like 8 or 9 different faces per gender. I think that same face, I think the medic's sister is also in our party as well. Huh. But I do like that there's like already some like diversity in this game, you know, like more than one black person in the game, you know? Good job. What's in here? Oh, now we're in like some random basement?
Wait for me, Dr. Freeman. I'll come with you.
Oh yeah, there's a little head crab back here. Oh my god, get out of my way. Oh, the medic from before joined us. Nice. What else is going on? Oh god, get out of my way. And one thing you might have noticed from this game is that all the male voice actors sound the same and all the women sound the same, because there's only one voice actor for the generic NPCs. Oh my god, get out of my way. Oh my god. Oh, and then I like this set piece right here. Here's like a set piece where it's super close quarters fighting. Like, it's very cramped. We're all just, like, stuck in this, like, kill corridor here.
Here, take this med kit.
Lost biosignal for protection team unit 05.
And then we get out of, get out of this, like, small corridor and then come back out into this, like, large open area. Oh, in the chat I'm corrected. Apparently there's more than one voice actor for each gender. I don't know. My bad. Let's keep going. Oh god, explosive barrel. It's not. Oh god. Let's heal and then go through here. And then more traps to deal with. Ugh. Oh god, I can't get them. There we go. Are we good? Who else are we waiting? Oh. And I have to shoot this out to clear the way? Oh wait, no. This is all breakable. Oh, nice. Wait, was that guy waiting in there the whole time? How'd that guy get in there? Behind me? Where? How do we get through? Well, they closed this door.
Local protection team units
And now we're just stuck. I just want to like knock on this door and get us in. Oh my god. Oh, he healed me. That's cool. I guess they're just gonna keep spawning. Am I supposed to do something else then? Oh, I think I'm supposed to like go around. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Just follow the fire, and then we'll know where to go. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to... No, nothing up there. I'm gonna go up these stairs. I go in here? Oh, supplies, nice.
Take this med kit.
Go in here? No, that's just a fake door. Oh god! Oh my god, get out of the way! Oh my god. I think I'm supposed to go down here, right? Oh, and then there's a shortcut. Nice.
Pardon me.
I'm still doing all these street battles. Oh, and then the body flopped over. How dramatic.
Don't forget to reload, Dr. Freeman.
Oh, and I like that you reminded me to reload. That's kind of nice. Oh, now enemies are spawning behind me? Oh god. But I guess I can open the door now. How am I supposed to... Oh, I'm supposed to go up there. Oh yeah, in the chat, good point. Maybe the real reason for the send squad command is so that they'll get out of your way.
Sure thing, Gordon.
But also, like, contributes to the fiction that I'm commanding them, you know? And that they're not just, like, random NPCs that will, like, live and die predictably at certain moments.
Excuse me.
Hey, everybody, follow
That,
Freeman.
like, my actions and strategy make a difference.
Lead away.
Get open.
You better reload.
I like how this area feels more like a generic kind of office here, where oh my god, get out of my way. Where all they did was like they reuse a lot of the same brushwork and architecture, right? They reuse kind of the doorways, but then all they have to do is make the walls kind of more boring and then change what the props are. And now our perception of this like area's like purpose is kind of totally different. Now they have all these computers and now it's an office. And that's where like furniture just makes such a big deal and like big impact in your level design. What makes an office? Office furniture. What's the difference between an office and like an apartment or a home office or whatever? It's just all the tables and all the stuff you put in there. That's what makes the difference. I go in here. Everything looks kind of the same. I guess that's the point, but it's also like... Oh, get out of the way! Oh my god! I'm just gonna send them all down there. Oh, but everyone died already. Oh well. Oh, and I love these fire sprinklers. And if you've played my games, you know I often put fire sprinklers in my games. I like the idea that you remember these like random infrastructural details that'll be in like institutional architecture like this. We shoot out the wall tiles. That's always like a favorite detail of mine too, but I guess not. Oh, get out of my way.
Good idea, Dr. Freeman.
Oh my god.
Let's get moving.
Anything in here? No, just a mug. Yeah, I feel like I'm just getting
Sorry, Freeman.
lost. Where am I supposed to... I go down there? I think I go down here. Oh, Jesus. And do I go through? No, I don't go in there. And... Oh, I like this counter. I like counters in games. I wish we had more counters in games. It's just like an interesting shape, and then you can technically, you know, like crouch underneath it and stuff. Good cover opportunities. Counters in games are just so good.
Let's go.
Oh god, it was a trap! Everything's okay. I feel like they just copied and pasted these rooms over and over. No, nothing in there. Again, big fan of wall stripes in games. Should start a Tumblr just for wall stripes. Oh. Oh, they tricked me. That was kind of interesting. I saw these turrets and I'm like, oh, I better knock them down. And then, oh, did they just kill themselves just now?
Take this med
Dummies. And then I ran towards that, and then the Valve designers kind of knew I was supposed to, like, do that, and then they set up a turret sneakily behind this wall right here. Because, you know, we rarely look backwards when we move forwards in games, right? I just raced towards there and didn't even look behind me. It's a very clever trap,
Pardon me.
and I can only blame myself. Oh. Another, like, weird trap, huh? This is nice right here. They have actually, like, they actually modeled out these, separate layers of destruction.
Pat yourself
Right, they have this plaster thing, and then they have this brick layer, and then a second brick layer right here. And that's really nice. That's good attention to detail. Like, and then there's also this gap between these walls right here, which is how buildings actually are constructed, right? Buildings aren't constructed perfectly flush next to each other. There's almost always like a little gap between them, because guess what? These buildings are constructed separately. So I appreciate this hole. This is a good hole, a handsome hole right here. But you know, they can also waste that much detail and polygons on this because this is just a concrete box. There's really nothing else going on here, so they're also free to waste their rendering budget on this too. But you know, sometimes it's worth it. A good hole is always worth it.
Wait for us. Excuse me.
Oh, and then more friends. Yay. Oh, but where are all the women at? Come on. That's sad. I think it's random. I don't know. Or Half-Life 2 is upholding sexism in terms of street resistance. I don't know.
Let's go.
Oh, I love this tile. Oh my god. Like that sparkle effect. Like tile in games is just another one of my favorite. Oh god. I guess I should help them a little. What was I saying? Oh yeah, tile in games. God. Like, you get this, like, really nice, like, glittery effect as you walk by. You know, this serves multiple purposes, right? One, it helps you kind of read the wall. It helps you read the material of the wall really well, too. We know that this is, like, we know that this is tile. If this was, like, thin wood, we would know maybe there would be, like, bullet penetration in a game like CSGO. When we have this tile here, we also know it's like very maybe like solid, or maybe in a different game, this kind of tile would signal that it's very flimsy and we can like break through it, or it's deformable terrain or so on. So it's important that materials in games often read like specific materials, because then we can guess real world affordances based on what that material looks like. But the other really good reason why you might want tile, sparkly tile in your games, is that this is like a disco ball of a wall. It's really pretty, and it also showcases your shaders. Half-Life 2 was in 2004. Normal maps were only just getting popularized in around like 2003, maybe. So this is still kind of a very new graphical effect we're seeing. And it's very controlled use of specular. If you play Doom 3, everything is shiny, everything is normal mapped. But here in Half-Life 2, right, this is not normal mapped. This concrete pillar is not shiny and not normal mapped at all. But here the road, very subtly shiny right here. And then this tile wall, very subtly shiny. And just really nice, it gets those shaders right in your face, and you know that you are not in the year 2002 anymore. Very different era of video games and fidelity now. What else is going on here? On the chat, we not quite real. Jack really likes this tiled ceiling. I'm actually going to disagree with Jack here. I don't like this tiled ceiling right here. I think it's kind of too repetitive. You know, like here you see there's supposedly a very organic process where these tiles like fell off from the ceiling from like war or something. But then you get that repetition of that same pattern over and over. It's kind of distracting a little bit, personally, I think. I kind of wish they kept this tile ceiling almost plain, like a plain concrete that wasn't as distracting. Anyway, that's just my opinion, though. Other people have different tastes about this. Let's keep going here. Enough about these tiles. Ooh, I like this section right here, where they have this like skylight right here, and then we can see some of the city, and it reminds us we're in the city. Oh, it's also a way for them to spawn all these manhacks too. They're so cute. God, it's such a shame to have to like shoot them. I don't know. I like how the AI knows not to shoot them if I'm holding them. That's kind of nice. Like I want, you know, I just want to keep this one as a pet. Maybe I'm gonna adopt this one. Oh, they're so cute. I'm playing this game called Slime Rancher, and this kind of reminds me of a slime a little bit. It's kind of cute. In the same way that a slime is cute. Where am I supposed to go? Am I supposed to go this way? Yeah. Yeah, saw open that door for me. Oh my god, and it can saw open like supply crates for me? Uh-oh, too many friends. They're getting jealous. Yeah, Manhack Rancher. That would be a game. Oh god, that would have been such a good mod to make. Manhack Rancher. And then you feed them like people or something or whatever manhacks would eat. I don't know. Oh god. Very convenient car right here. Good thing this car is here so I can hide behind it. Ooh, can I snipe him through the car? I think I can. Awesome.
Here, have a minute. I'm hurt.
What else are we doing? Oh, little hangout spot. Nice. Beers, fire, everything you need, right? I like the transition here, where previously in the other tunnel, the wall was taken up entirely by the tile wall, but now it's kind of split between this concrete wall right here and then the tiles up here. And to me, that signals that the idea that we're like sinking, we're like deeper underground. And I like that they're communicating that just by changing how they're dividing these wall textures here.
Excuse me.
I think it actually isn't physically lowered though. I think it's still at the same level. Oh wait, no. It started sinking back here. Oops, I guess I just didn't notice it until now. But it's always good to like signal your level changes with different materials like this.
Sorry.
Oh, and then there's like catchy techno music. You know, very Euro, but I don't know what's going on now. We already killed everyone. Oh well. That's a weird place to do a musical cue.
Hey, over here! Gordon Freeman? It is you, isn't it? Hey, give me a minute. I'm gonna plant some charges and blow this open.
Oh, we should run away. But if we stay there, does it kill us? Oh. We have to defend ourselves. This is like a defend the Alamo thing. This is kind of monotonous. I wish they like played with the enemy composition a little bit more. Or we just gave better cover to the soldiers? I don't know. I think this encounter's like a little bit flat. Or maybe it's because I'm playing it on easy. Maybe on like normal or hard, they don't. There's like more enemies spawning or something. Like, I feel like I would have had soldiers rappel down from here, maybe, to, like, mix it up or something.
Whatever you say.
Oh, this rubble, very good rubble. Oh, I love this destroyed pillar right here. That's nice. I like all the I like rebar and stuff in games too, like exposed rebar like this.
Follow me. That door's locked from the other
Oh.
side, Dr. Freeman. Maybe you can find a way around.
Okay, geez. Oh, and then this is where
You got that suit.
I have to go alone because apparently they don't know how to crouch. This is where the game is kind of weird, I think. Like, it's the fiction that they can't follow because they don't know how to crouch is kind of weird, you know? Like, they've been following me no problem before. They can jump down holes and stuff. They can do all this other stuff, but they can't crouch. That's kind of weird. But maybe it wasn't really possible to let them crouch, because that would have meant a totally different clipping hole for them. I don't know. Oh wait, oh, they can't follow because it's radioactive. Did they say that? Maybe. I guess that makes sense then. I take it back. Oh, the car sinks when I step on it. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. That's a nice detail. Oh, and I have these saw blades. I wonder why I'm gonna need these saw blades. So this is like a repeat of some gameplay we been playing a lot throughout this game, where the floor is hot lava. You need to like build an island of platforms to walk on so that you don't get burned by the radioactivity. Very frequent kind of set piece in gameplay, because you know they went to the trouble of this physics engine. They might as well repeat this over and over. But as long as they keep spacing it out like this, maybe it's not so bad. The other thing I could do is just make a run for it, and maybe it's okay. Like, maybe the secret is that the radioactivity actually doesn't really damage you that much. Or at least on easy, it's not damaging me that much. So, like, you can afford to be kind of careless. It doesn't really matter that much. I like how they have these headlights here on certain cars only, and the headlights kind of point you in the direction where you're supposed to go. So this van was pointing me over that way, and then this car pointed the headlights this way right here to the pipe where I'm supposed to climb. So, you know, that's like a pretty nice touch, I think. Good use of lighting. And if you play Left 4 Dead, I think Left 4 Dead relies on this a lot too. Like abandoned cars with infinite batteries shining headlights the direction you're supposed to go. And then vent crawling, another Half-Life tradition, of course. I like how they actually built an end to this vent, though. You know, it just doesn't end nowhere. It actually has, like, another fan grate or something. And oh, I have to go back here. And then open the door for them, I think?
Hey, it's me. Open the door. Lead on, Freeman. I see you made it through okay. Figured you would.
I like how they acknowledge my achievement.
Follow Freeman.
I am great, thank you.
I'm sticking here.
And I think it's been about like an hour, actually. I think I'm actually gonna stop right here for now. I think we're about halfway through the chapter.
Are we gonna get going soon?
Thanks for hanging out and watching for this first half of the chapter. See you next week when we continue the whole urban street war thing and probably fight some Striders, I think, later on in this chapter. So thanks for watching. See you next week. Peace out. If you like this stream, I highly recommend checking out JP LeBreton's WOD Wednesday stream, which is in about 30 more minutes, where JP LeBren plays a random Doom WOD and tries to talk about the level design in there too. So if you like this, check JP out too. Anyway, peace out. See you next week. Bye.